ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no
Hi,
stopping
I'm
this train,
Steph
'cause I
and
came to
I
the
am
game
competing
and I
at Night of
changed it.
Champs in the
How I
under
like rearranged
69s
it to my
weight
own
class.
domain. Yeah, I got what it takes. Made life skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad.
What does it
played,
say?
and I've got something
I knew you were gonna say.
to work hard each and every day.
How did I know? I was just like, bitches are gonna write yap.
Till I make a change, I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
What's your name and who are you?
I am Stephanie Yorcia. I'm Stephanie Yorcia. And I am competing in the under 69 weight class.
What do you do for work? Talk to me about your family. Give me everything outside of powerlifting.
So I actually, this is really funny, like a lot of people always buzz out that I work in finance. I think it's because like I can't count the plates that's on my bar sometimes. But yeah, I work at Commonwealth Bank and just been doing that for a few years. And like family-wise, I am a big family person. Outside of the gym, I'm just like family orientated, just always with my daughter. I'm a mum as well. I have one child, her name is Alicia. She's turning 15 next week on Wednesday. And that's it, yeah.
What are your hobbies outside of powerlifting?
Hobbies outside of powerlifting. Love a good Netflix binge series. I recently finished, I think it's that karate one. You know, the karate one? What's the karate one? Wax on, wax off. Yes. Recently finished that series. Loved it. And I'm a sucker for rewatching Friends and Modern Family. And yeah, long walks on the beach, you know.
What got you into powerlifting? Give me your origin story.
What got me into powerlifting? So pretty much since I've like pretty much raised Lucia on my own, and then I didn't have like time to actually work on myself. So I've always wanted to join the gym, and then I joined one of the gyms like down the road, and then they were like, oh, did you want to try powerlifting? And I was like, okay, what's that? And then the rest is history. Like I did my first novice comp and I was just like, holy shit, I'm actually pretty good at this. And then I did my first real competition and then came first, and I was just like, let's keep going. And that's where I just fell in love with the sport. And also because Dad used to do weightlifting back in the day, and he was always wanting like one of our siblings, or like me or my siblings, to do like strength training, and no one did it, and it just had to be the weakest one in the family to do it.
How does your dad feel about your powerlifting now and where you've gone for it? Because you've been in powerlifting, what, 4 years or so now?
Yeah, pretty much. I started like back in 2000, I think my first comp 2019. Yeah, Dad loves it, and it's such a good way for like our bond has like become stronger because of the sport. Obviously powerlifting and weightlifting aren't the same, but it's still strength training, and Dad absolutely loves it. Like he loves watching like my comps, and then every time we catch up, like he's always just like, oh, what did you hit in the gym? And he's always wanting to like know what my numbers are. And he always like tells me, he's just like, I know you can do more. And I'm like, okay, Dad, thanks. So calm down, let's take baby steps. But yeah, no, he loves it.
What's one thing that you know now that you wish you knew when you started powerlifting?
Oh, so much. Being patient. Like I keep putting numbers in my head, and then I'm like, I want to hit that like next week. But it's just like, okay, you need to calm down, just stay consistent with your training. And also I'd probably say like for my first ever competition, I tried to cut to 60, to the 60 class, and it was the worst experience ever. And I wish I could go back and be like, just compete and where you need to be. And I was doing it for the wrong reasons. Like I was trying to like please my coaches at the time instead of doing it for myself. So yeah, I'd probably say like don't cut weight and just enjoy the process and have fun with it. Like if you're not having fun, then you're doing it wrong. So yeah.
Talk to us about Night of Champions last year. What were your thoughts around it?
Night of Champs last year, to be honest, I was actually quite shocked that I even got an invite. When I got the message, I was just like, oh my gosh, me? Because I was so new to the federation, to APU, and I had only done SummerSlam, that was back in November, the previous year. So then when I got my invite to Night of Champs, I was actually quite shocked, but also like proud of myself because I took 2 years off from powerlifting because I had like a really bad injury, and I just thought that I would never be able to lift like the barbell. So yeah, Night of Champs was like a huge eye opener. I was just like, holy crap, like I'm back. Like I can actually do this. I was a bit upset that the person that I was supposed to like battle with had a few hiccups in the beginning, but that's okay. Like, you know, me and my coach had some plans, and we're just like, you know what, let's just do it. Let's try and just beat my own numbers, and that's what we did and had fun.
Where's your journey gone post Night of Champions since you're like, okay, I'm actually pretty good at this? What's happened after that?
After Night of Champs, that was a big eye opener for me because previously when I was competing at GPC, I was I got invited to nationals, but obviously that was during like COVID time, so then I couldn't, and then I got injured, and then I wasn't able to do nationals. So then after Night of Champs, I was just like, okay, I want to make it to nationals now. Like I really want to just compete at a national level, and that was what the goal was after Night of Champs.
Talk to us about your battle at States.
That was the best ever. Like honestly, out of all my comps that I've done, the States last year was my favorite comp because I was like, I didn't even know that we're even battling in the at the end. I'm very blind and I didn't have my glasses or contacts on, so I didn't even know what you're loading half the time. Like everyone was just like, are you ready? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. But I didn't even know that I was actually pulling for the win at the end. I thought I was just pulling a PB. So yeah, I didn't even know that me and Lesia were going head to head. So yeah, no, it was a good battle, but didn't know it was even happening.
And what about then going to your first nationals?
Going to my first nationals, I gotta admit, I was really nervous, just because it was my first time like traveling to compete. So I wasn't really used to it, but in the end, I actually had so much fun, and we went to nationals with the goal of hitting 400 total, which is something that I've been chasing for many years. And we freaking got 400 total, and I was so happy. And the fact that I actually came 5th in my weight class was really crazy. Like I thought that I wouldn't even be able to place that like top 5 in Australia. So I was actually really happy with that.
So what are your goals now?
My goal now, like long-term goal or like goal? So long-term goal, I'd like to go like compete in an international level. I'd love that. But pretty much win Night of Champs. I'd love that. That's the goal. And then after Night of Champs, do nationals, and I would actually like to podium. I think the last few blocks that I've had, like my numbers have completely gone up, and I'm actually proud of myself. And I was just like, holy crap, like I am actually really strong and I can do this. So yeah, those are my goals.
Who's your greatest role model and why?
My greatest role model, I've got two. Can I say that? Greatest role models would be mum and dad, just because I really admire them and look up to them because of the strength and resilience that they have. Moving from Samoa to New Zealand, like to a completely foreign country, and then having me and my siblings and not knowing like any English, they're able to like raise us. So oh my gosh, you made me cry. Yeah, mum and dad, they're just like two people that I really admire. So yeah, they're like my greatest role models, and I like to do the sport for them, like just to show them that I have that strength and resilience as well.
Do you think you've got that from them?
Yes, completely. Yeah, like mum and dad, they never go down with the battles, so I guess that's what I have in me as well. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I cried. Okay.
Is that something now, looking at yourself, possibly being a role model with Lacey, that you want to make sure she knows that as well?
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I love about the sport. Like, I have always been that person that was just like so quiet and so shy. Believe it or not, I have never been this much of a yapper. But yeah, the sport has like made me like realize like how strong I am as a person, and I want to be that role model to Alicia, and I want her to know that she can do what she sets her mind to as well. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing.
What's your most memorable moment in powerlifting so far?
Most memorable memory in powerlifting, I'd probably say states comp again. Just because that was like the first comp that I was able to have all the girls that I train with in the back with me, and we had so much fun, and we were like in the back, like, you know, just joking around and laughing and having fun. And also, I don't know, there was just something about that comp that was a bit of an eye opener for me that made me realize, I was like, man, I'm actually good enough to progress to nationals. And also, like, just me not knowing what was on the bar, and I was just able to just go out there and just like lift it. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And like the crowd like was cheering for me, and it was like people that I didn't even know that like had their phones out, and then they came up like after the comp, they were just like congratulating me, and they were just like showing me videos of me like pulling that 180 to win. They're like, it was like the best battle like of the night, and I was like, oh, thank you. So I think states would be like my most memorable moment in powerlifting.
What do you think changed in your mindset coming from nationals now? Like I said, you've had so many big blocks where you've added a lot. What do you think's changed to make you do that?
I would say my mindset and my confidence in myself. I never had confidence at all, especially like my weakest lift is squats, like everyone knows. So I think I kind of just needed to like flick that switch and be like, Steph, you can do this. And you've gone to nationals, you've seen how crazy the girls are over East, like you can actually be one of them. So it was actually quite inspiring for me to see those girls lifting at nationals, and it kind of made me think, I was just like, if they can do it, I can do it. Like, I can't just keep thinking, oh, the girls over East are just so strong. It's like, I can actually be those girls. So yeah, I guess that was the biggest thing, like the confidence and the mindset.
What makes you a champion?
What makes me a champion? I actually don't know. I don't know, this, like, I actually don't know. I don't know what makes me a champion.
What's your definition of a champion?
Someone who's big and strong, and someone who's like unbeatable as well. And I feel like that's something that, yeah, that does make me a champion. I have actually never lost a competition in Perth, so that will be, yeah, it'll be good to see the battle at Night of Champs.
Talk to us about the battle. How's that got you feeling?
The battle is, I think it goes back to where I started. So I think a lot of people don't know. So who I'm versing, Chloe, her coach, Michael Delena, used to be my coach in powerlifting. And that was when I was training at House of Pain as well. So I guess this battle is like quite big because I'm actually like going up against my previous coach and his client. So I think that's going to be a really good one as well. So like, I know Lesia is also there as well. But the thing is, like, I've competed against Lesia, before. So I think the battle between me and Chloe is going to be like a really big one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Chloe's obviously got big numbers too. Alessia's obviously been a previous rival. What's your thoughts on the girls at the moment and what they're doing and stuff like that?
The girls are doing really well, like they're bloody strong. I would admit, like, both of them, they have like a huge squat against me. But I feel like when I see them in their training, it also motivates me to try and push harder so then I can try and get there myself. So yeah, like both of them, their numbers are huge. Got to give them that. So yeah, I guess they just got to bring it.
What's your strategy coming into it? So it's a three-way battle. It's, these girls have got a big squat. What's your thought process on how you've got to approach this one?
My thought process, I just need to make sure that I just stay confident in myself with my squats because I really need those to like go to plan. And also, I don't know, like my strategy, I kind of leave that to you, my coach. I don't have a strategy. I just tell my coach, I'm like, can we do this? And then he's like, yeah, okay, let's do it. But I think I do have an advantage in a way with my deadlift because that's like my biggest lift out of the three. So, like in the end, I know that it's going to be like pulling for the win. So I guess I just need to really push those deadlifts during my training.
Is 200 on the cards for the third deadlift?
Yes, definitely. 200, I am going to lift 200 at Night of Champs.
I have a thing in my mind. It's like floated away. It's so annoying.
Ask me what my disadvice.
What advice would you give us?
My advice that I'd give myself is focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. That is one of my biggest factors personally and in powerlifting as well. Sometimes I start stressing, like if I see that I'm gonna like go into the gym and hit a PB, I start stressing out and then I stress myself out before it even happens. And it's like, you just need to like calm down and just think about what you can control and just let go of what you can't. So yeah, that's my best advice I've ever had.
Does this Night of Champions feel different?
Yes, 100%. Last year, it felt like we're just, competing on home turf, but it was still big, like it was huge. Don't get me wrong, like in the back room, we had the best top 10 ladies and men. But this time I think the location has made it bigger, and I keep picturing like the event like Sheffield. So I think that's why it's like bigger, and I'm just so excited to just get on that stage with my walk-in song. with my song for my first squat. But yeah, I think that's what makes it like better this year, the location.
Cool. Leave that.
Yeah.
Anything you want to call out to the girls?
No.